Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. We're going to talk about one of the most important figures in Indian mythology, someone whose wisdom and work have shaped the way we think about life, dharma, and our actions. I'm talking about Vyasa. You might know him as the author of the Mahabharata, but there's so much more to his story, and today, we're going to dive deep into who Vyasa was and why he's so significant. Let's get started. 1. Who was Vyasa? Vyasa, also known as Veda Vyasa, is a legendary sage and the author of the Mahabharata, one of the longest epics in the world. But Vyasa wasn't just a storyteller. He was also a philosopher, a teacher, and someone with immense divine wisdom. His name literally means the one who divides, because he was the one who divided the Vedas into 4 parts, making the sacred knowledge more accessible. And that's just the beginning of his journey. 2. Vyasa's divine birth. Vyasa's birth itself is extraordinary. He was born to the sage Parashara and Satyavati, a fisherwoman. Now, you might wonder, why is this significant? Well, Satyavati's life changed when she met Parashara, and their union led to the birth of Vyasa, who was no ordinary child. He was born with extraordinary wisdom and was destined for greatness. He wasn't just a normal human being. Vyasa was considered divine. His birth was a blessing to the world, and his presence meant that he would play a critical role in shaping the future of the Kuru dynasty. 3. Vyasa's role in the Mahabharata. Now, let's get to the core of Vyasa's legacy, the Mahabharata. This epic is not just a story of war between 2 groups of cousins, the Pandavas and the Kauravas. The Mahabharata explores deep themes of duty, morality, righteousness, and the consequences of choices. And Vyasa is the one who put all of this together. But here's the twist: Vyasa didn't just write the Mahabharata from his imagination. It was a huge collection of stories and histories that had been passed down through generations. Vyasa was the one who compiled all of them into one epic narrative. It's like he was the editor of the world's most complex and profound story. Even though Vyasa didn't participate in the Kurukshetra war, he played a key role behind the scenes. He's the one who narrated the Mahabharata to Lord Ganesha, who wrote it down. So, in a way, Vyasa is the voice behind the epic we read today. 4. Vyasa's wisdom and teachings. Vyasa wasn't just a storyteller. He was also a great teacher and philosopher. Beyond the Mahabharata, Vyasa contributed to the spiritual landscape of ancient India in ways that are still felt today. For example, he's credited with dividing the Vedas, which are the oldest and most sacred scriptures in Hinduism, into 4 parts: the Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, and Atharvaveda. This made these texts more accessible and helped preserve the wisdom they contained. But Vyasa didn't just write texts. He gave us insights into dharma, the concept of duty, righteousness, and moral responsibility. In the Mahabharata, the characters face countless dilemmas, and Vyasa's teachings help us understand the complexities of right and wrong. For example, Arjuna, one of the Pandavas, is confused about whether he should fight in the war. And it's Vyasa's teachings, through Krishna, that help Arjuna realize that he must do his duty, even if it's difficult. 5. Vyasa's role in the Pandavas' life. Vyasa's influence doesn't stop at just writing the Mahabharata. He was also directly involved in the lives of the key characters, especially the Pandavas. Vyasa was the father of Pandu, Dhritarashtra, and Vidura. So, he's the grandfather of both the Pandavas and the Kauravas, the 2 main families in the Mahabharata. When the Pandavas were in exile, Vyasa visited them and offered them advice. He guided them on how to stay true to their moral path, despite all the challenges they faced. He also gave them important lessons about dharma, which were critical for them in the battle ahead. 6. Vyasa's influence on modern life. Even today, Vyasa's teachings have a huge impact on how we think about life and our actions. His writings in the Mahabharata provide timeless lessons on how to navigate difficult decisions, deal with challenges, and understand the consequences of our actions. The Mahabharata isn't just about a war. It's about life itself, the battles we face every day within ourselves and in our relationships with others. Vyasa's role as a teacher and a philosopher extends beyond his writings. He's seen as a beacon of wisdom, and his influence can still be felt in modern spiritual and philosophical thought. His teachings on dharma, truth, and morality are still relevant in today's world. 7. Conclusion. Vyasa's legacy. So, to sum it up, Vyasa wasn't just the author of the Mahabharata. He was a sage, a teacher, and a philosopher who shaped the spiritual and cultural landscape of India. His contributions go far beyond writing an epic. He divided the Vedas, taught us about dharma, and influenced generations of thinkers. The Mahabharata is his greatest legacy, and it continues to inspire people around the world, offering lessons on life, duty, and righteousness that are just as relevant today as they were thousands of years ago. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Vyasa's life and teachings, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. See you next time.